Hey, what's up, Gemini? Welcome back to Crystal's Tarot, or welcome if you're new. Please consider subscribing. So, right now, right now, okay, sorry guys. There's been some interesting developments for some of us Geminis. There might have been just some interesting developments for some of you. I feel like there's like some back and forth energy with some sort of aspect. You've been trying, it hasn't worked. You might try a different way and it just doesn't work. And I feel like for some of you, you're just settling into it might just not work. There's also, so this morning when I woke up all day, I kept hearing, well, this morning especially, I kept hearing that song, Would I Lie to You? It's an old song. And that one, I feel like there's somebody who wants to tell you something. But I feel like I left the link for it in the description box below. So check it out if that resonates for you. It's this older song, like 80s. Look into my eyes. Can't you see they're open wide? Would I lie to you, baby? Would I lie to you? So I feel like, and it's 1, 2, 3 when I said that 1, 2, 3, go. So I felt like somebody is lying, Gemini, because when they ask you, would I lie? If somebody's asking you, like, I just feel like they're wanting you to like think a certain way or feel a certain way. And then after he asks that question, like it's part of the course where he says, yeah, he's like, yeah. And he's like trying to keep with the melody or whatever, I guess, but he's asking that question and then he says, yes. So I felt like that kind of resonates in some way, shape, or form for some of you. And then, so I was going to start your reading and then I got distracted with some stuff. And then I just realized when I started your reading, that's when I bent over to pick up. I had realized I had dropped one of the cards and it was the 9 of Wands. Speaks about being defensive, like having your guards up. But like as I keep playing with it, it keeps on like I keep mostly be putting it in the reverse. So for some of you, I feel like there might be an opportunity, an offer. There's something coming in that you might be defensive about, but then you're like kind of warm up to it. You have your guard up against something. And then yeah, like I was like how you're going to be defensive about something, you have the 7 of Wands. So I feel like that, like whatever this is that you're like, you're trying to give it a last chance, but you're defensive about it. I feel like it's not working out. I feel like there's still like some sort of lack of balance, but I felt like you being defensive about it is going to allow some sort of victory into your home environment or something. Like not being necessarily defensive, but like if it doesn't feel right with you, Gemini, if you like settle into like doing what's right for you and like speaking up, like giving yourself to a voice when things aren't like matching, like it's important that you speak up for yourself and like I don't know, continue to have balance in your environment. I feel like that's a need for you right now, Gemini. And let's see what comes out. You have the Ace of Cups, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 3 of Swords. Bottom of the deck right now, you have the King of Wands. So this might involve an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in some way, shape, or form. I feel like there was an offer of love, or like there was some sort of offer made, and I felt like it's not moving forward. I feel like you spend a lot of time in your own energy, having to do things yourself. I feel like there's some sort of healing or some like for some of you, you're going to get a financial increase. For some of you, it's just going to be an improvement in your environment, in your home environment, some sort of like positive forward movement. um, once you're like realize like you just had it and you can't do it no more with this person, place, or thing. It's somebody who's kind of like they don't think before they act or speak. They just do. They're very passionate. There's a lot of like I felt like this person, for some of you, they want to know where they're going. They act like they know where they're going, but they really don't know where they're going. They're making their plan as they go, or if they even have one at all. I feel like there's like a lot of like, I feel like this person tries to use their intuition, but it's more I don't feel like it's always guided properly. It's like I feel like this person might misinterpret their intuition at times. I feel like this person thinks like they're getting higher spiritual guidance, but it's really somebody of a lower frequency, somebody of a lesser. It's basically like the king, like it's the king of wands, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's the king of wands, so some sort of action. But this person is asking a cat. So this king is asking a cat. Like I for somebody it might be like, if you're a cross watcher, you might be like, oh, I'm tapping into my intuition and things like that. And yes, to an extent I would agree with you, but also with the rest of the cards out here, I would say you're being foolish. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I feel like our Gemini is dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius who does not think before they act, and they're like, you see those pages over there, they're blind, they're empty, they have no plan, they have no like sense of direction, they have no pre-instruction, they have nothing, like there's no intention here. Okay, they're just like a blank slate, blind leading the blind, three blind mice. And I feel like this person tries to act like they're using their intuition, but really it's just like, it's not. It's like, it's not using their intuition. And if you look, like they're blindly, they're not even paying attention to where their point is, right? So I just feel like this person is like just going with the flow in a way that is causing some sort of like, it's causing the connection that was like, oh, here's this offer, there's going to be forward movement, right? And there's going to be like, we're going to do, and we're going to build, and we're going to create things together, right? But instead, it's been like you and your solo cup Gemini, you doing this all by yourself, right? So if you're in a connection, or this might be somebody in your environment, there's somebody who's in your area, some way, shape, or form, that has a lot of like go direction, a lot of like force, a lot of action, but there's not a lot of thoughts behind that action. There's not a lot of planning. And it was 7:47 when I was saying that. I feel like there's a lot of like mirroring and realizing and recognizing things. I feel like you're starting to see things for what they are. I feel like things are repeating, experiences are repeating, and you're starting to get the lesson better than what you did before. Like I feel like before it was like an idea, and it was like, oh, like you saw that person as, oh, that's immature, but they probably don't know better. And now I feel like you know that they know better. Like this person is, there's something, I don't know if this person has caused you to like be alone in your space, or you have chosen to be alone in your space. But there's some sort of energy of like something that was supposed to be two, is like something that was supposed to be like a group and a partnership turned into a solo mission. And we've gotten that message for you before. And I felt like that's what this, like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this person who has a lot of action, but not a lot of, they're just very forceful. For some of you, they might get agitated very quickly, but very aggravated quickly. And then like with you having the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune next to the Hermit, I feel like there's some sort of like, you've been alone in like learning this and developing whatever this is for you. Like this like solo mission that was supposed to be like, we're doing this together, that turned into a solo mission. I feel like you, Gemini, you like, hold on. This person acts like they're using their intuition, right? But it's really immature energy. Like it's just a show. It's just like kids talking to their stuffed animals, right? But meanwhile, we have Gemini over here that's dealing with that kind of energy, that person, right? who's actually like, I'm processing. I receive these downloads. I do receive this. Like, this is something that I feel like for some of you, you get downloads and there's things in your environment now that you can actually physically touch because of a download that you received. Okay. And for some of you, like, if you haven't experienced that yet, I feel like you should like start to like work on your spirituality more and develop your intuition and those gifts more. And I feel like that's something you will experience. But for most of you, I feel like there's something in your environment, whether it could be a job, right? It could be like you have a different job than what you were ever expecting. You have a crystal that you weren't expecting. There's something that you manifested that you can physically touch now. Gemini, you like, that person acts like they act like they're intuitive, right? They're talking to their stuffed animal, but you're actually talking to spirit. You actually connect on a deeper level, right? Like, you like, I feel like it's that energy of like, if you're the boss or like something like that, like, you have no problem rolling up your sleeves and getting dirty, getting the work done. And like, I feel like that's what you are or have been doing. I feel like your experience or interaction, your engagement with that person, place, or thing, whatever it is for you, I feel like it's a person for most of you. It's triggering for you. And it's like, it's very triggering. It's interesting, right? It's character development. And I felt like there's something within you that has been like processing that information. And like, I felt like it's caused like you to learn and grow something like bigger than you've expected to. I feel like your interactions, your experiences, your engagements with this three blind mice character, I feel like it's allowed you, it's allowed you to open your eyes and open your intuition and open your mind and open things about you that you weren't expecting to. And I felt like there's like lessons. I feel like, Gemini, you might have been sitting down for a while, not necessarily physically sitting down, but there's something you've been sitting on for a little bit. And I feel like it's about time for you to get up, or it's going to be time for you to get up. For some of you, like, while you've been in this hermit energy, and even if you've been with people, like, I feel like you've been a lot of like solitude. Like, you don't talk and connect deeply with people in your environment necessarily. I feel like there's something coming in, changing your environment, like whatever this lesson that you learned in this struggle, this relationship, this job for some of you, I think maybe. But I feel like most of you, it's a relationship. But whatever this was for you, where you had like, we were supposed to do it together and you had to do it on your own, and there was a lot of heavy lifting and a lot of learning and things involved. Like I said, it's now time for you to get up and move forward and like get up with those lessons and get up with those extra like tools in your tool belt. And like, there's just a lot, like, even though that person didn't carry their weight for some of you, or they were more like of a struggle than you expected, they taught you a lot. It was like they taught you character development, a lot of strength, a lot of like how to use your intuition more. I felt like they like somehow their action, their thoughtless, their careless action, I feel like they acted out of passion a lot. And I felt like that caused a lot of disappointment times for you, a lot of hurt, a lot of sorrow. And I felt like you were forced to learn lessons, like become stronger, learn your true power, learn your true essence. I heard your essence. So for some of you, like, you've learned to like you've learned about your gifts. You've learned like some sort of spiritual strength, or you're in the process of learning that now. But there's something that you've processed and you went through the crap, and now you're getting up and moving away from that, or you're in the process for some of you of doing that. It could be mentally, it doesn't have to be physically. But there's some sort of like, you're leaving this hermit energy and you're going to go into something that's like abundant and successful for you. There's some sort of like, for some of you, there's going to be a financial increase for you, but I just feel like it's going to go from feeling like you're alone to feeling like you have the whole world in your hand, and feeling like things are really happy and abundant, and like things are like you can be playful now, and you can kind of like relax into it. And I felt like this energy comes because you like, I feel like this person, this careless person, you've dealt with a lot of stuff with them, right? And then I felt like you get to the point now of like this hurt, this sorrow, this whatever this is, it pushes you out the door, right? This newfound freedom comes because of this hurt and this sorrow. But I felt like Gemini, like this hurt is not new. It's like it might be like a new, like somebody reopened a wound or something, but I felt like it's like this person, maybe not just this person. And you have the 4 of Cups. Yeah. This person has not been happy. Like you haven't been happy, Gemini. I put the deck down and that's what showed. You have the King of Wands and the 4 of Cups. So this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the 3 blind mice person, that's what I'm going to call them. I feel like they're like, you're tired of like playing like it's putting up a show, right? Like they're playing the little puppet show, talking to their cat. But you're actually talking to spirit and you're tired of like playing along with their games, with their shenanigans. I heard you're tired of their shenanigans. And I felt like once you like, there's something about you coming out of this energy, Gemini. I don't want to get more details. I want to move along because this is just a pre-message. But I'm going to get advice, Spirit's advice for this. And actually, hold on, I do. But I'm not going to get much. I want to know what is the difference. Like, how do you make this transition of coming out of this like solo energy? And how do you come? Hold on, there's another message here too, but I don't know if I can. Hold on. Okay. So I want to know how you come out of the Hermit energy to the Wheel of Fortune, and how from that to the 3 of Swords. So you have the High Priestess and the King of Swords and the King of Cups. Guys, when I was shuffling, when I was shuffling the King of Swords and the King of Cups were like bottom of the deck of both of those. I did a reading as well the other day. It had the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, I think. That might have been like something that resonates with you too. If you haven't watched that yet, you might want to check that out. And then you also have the 4 of Wands. Sorry, guys. So I felt like your home environment, there's been some sort of, okay, there's a couple of things here, and only take it as it resonates, guys. Do not force the messages. Don't shoot the messenger. If this is not your piece of the reading, that's cool. There might be pieces of the beginning, middle, and end that you find that resonates. But if it doesn't resonate, don't force the messages. And you can know if something resonates or not by telling yourself the truth and a lie. My name is Crystal. My name is not Crystal. And notice the difference between telling yourself the lie and telling yourself the truth. Notice the difference in your feelings, your frequency, your energy. That's how you can know if something's the truth or not for you. Whether or not you know it to be true yet or not. So the 4 of Wands, the High Priestess, the King of Swords. We're going to leave this guy over here for a second. So I feel like in regards to your stability, your home environment, your foundation, right? You made a commitment. You made some sort of, for some of you, this could be a job. But like, I felt like there's some sort of like higher level of commitment, right? Whether you are married to somebody or whether you're just like fully committed to somebody. There's some sort of energy of realizing something and speaking it and like just allowing the words to naturally flow and not fighting it, right? I felt like in regards, like you see how he's holding up, he's like, excuse me, like, hold up, wait a minute, excuse me. I felt like there's something that you've been it's time to call it into question, right, Gemini? Like it's like you're at you're at a restaurant, right, Gemini? Like, okay, this is a weird analogy, but I feel like it's a good analogy for this, what I'm picking up. So I'm gonna put this guy over here right now. Male or female, take it as it resonates. I'm just reading energy. So there's an energy. Hold on. Sorry, I want it to be in the right lineup. So in regards to your stability, right? There's been like some sort of a higher level of commitment, some sort of like, I commit to you, you're committed to me, we might live together, but like both of us are supposed to be in this together. We're doing this together, right? But I'm also being like flashes of that, like pre-messages. Well, this of we're doing it together. It's the Ace of Cups, but she's all by herself. Male or female, take it as it resonates. But there's something like we're supposed to do it together, but somebody's not playing their part, right? And I feel like you're starting to recognize something. Okay, back to my waiter. It keeps on like triggering. So you see, I hope you guys can see it. He's like over there, and it's like it's reminding me of like when you go to a restaurant, right? And you've ordered your food, and let's say it's a nice, expensive restaurant, and you're like really excited, and you placed your order, and you've been waiting for it, and you've been waiting, and then it finally comes, and then it's like, excuse me, waiter, this is not what I ordered. Excuse me. And I feel like this is like these thoughts, these whatever this is for you, Gemini, like for some of you, if this is a conversation, like it just like you can't help but like, hey, excuse me, I'm not liking the way that you're treating me. You're not doing the things that we agreed upon. You're not following through. You're not like whatever your issue with the situation is, it's like flowing naturally with no issue, right? But I feel like it's not like it's not, well, it's the King of Swords, Gemini, so it might be a little bit difficult, it might be a little harsh, it might come to be that, or at times. Hold on to what's peeking right here. You have the Six of Swords was peeking, sorry. You have the Six of Swords peeking underneath the Four of Wands. Sorry, can you see? Let me get this. So in regards to your home environment, there's like for some of this, there is a higher level of commitment, whether you're married or not. Like I'm committed to you, you're committed to me, but you're kind of like, you're causing me to be in my thoughts, right? Like you're causing me to like act in a ways that I'm not necessarily proud of at times, right? You're causing me to question, like physically question, or not. Yeah, I feel like it's we've went through the Queen and now we're on to the King, right? There's some energy of where you've thought about this, you've thought about something like, is it fair? Is it truthful? Is it X, Y, and Z? And then you've like actually started to say it, and it like naturally comes out, and like I feel like for some of you, you can't fight the words, like you can't fight the tide. Like it's just like a flow that like they just come out. Like as the thoughts come, the words come out. And then in regards to your home environment, your foundation and things like that. So I feel like and then you have the shadow side of the Six of Swords. So what I'm picking up right now, Gemini, with these cards is I feel like your home environment in some way, shape, or form is having some sort of energy of where it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel copacetic. It doesn't feel like warm and fuzzy. And not necessarily that it has to be warm and fuzzy, but it's not playful, right? I feel like there's something in your environment that's kind of harsh and difficult, and like there's a need or a want to leave that energy. Yeah, you have the Four of Swords. Like you just want to chill, Gemini. You don't want to argue. You don't want to fight. You don't want to have no issues. Like you want to heal and move forward, like move on. Like you just want to enjoy your environment, have some stability. But there's something, you have the shadow side here underneath the Four of Wands. So there's something in regards to your home environment that's been toxic or is toxic or has toxic energy in it. And that's what's fueling this person thinking that they get to like push their power around. I feel like that's what this person does, is they push their power around. I feel like for some of you, like they might be a narcissist. For some of you, they have like childhood wounds that comes out in like unhealthy ways, unhealthy patterns. But I feel like there's something in regards to your stability, your foundation with this person that has some sort of toxic energy, like negative karma. I feel like you guys are with the karmic. Don't shoot the messenger. There's like heavy karmic energy. But you're trying to leave that all behind, Gemini. Like you're sick of the arguing, you're sick of the fighting, you're sick of the domestic quarrels. Yeah, you just want to heal. Okay, let's move on. I want to see why. So this King of Cups, right? He's way different than this King of Swans is, right? He's like the nurturing one. He's the one that he's gonna come and give you a hug when you've had a long day. He's gonna talk to you and like be involved with you. Like he'll have a connection with you. And when he's healthy, when he's like in his good energy. And like I feel like this King of Wands, like he's not. He's like combative for some of you. I feel like you have somebody in your environment that's kind of combative. You're sad and you're disappointed, but you're taking it on the chin. Like I feel like internally, Gemini, like a lot of you are like just okay, take this as this resonates. For some of you, like it's cool when you're just laughing out like the crap as it goes on, and it like you're finding things amusing in your environment, things that people think like you should get like worked up and mad. Like I feel like you're finding it like kind of hilarious and interesting. And then I feel like there's this energy as well about like you're like, I don't know, like for some of you, like you laugh so you don't cry. And for some of you, like you're just over it already. And like you're just like, so you're laughing at it. Like it's hilarious. You have the Fool card. I don't know why. That was weird. So when I went to show you guys, that was like, it was, I don't know. Anyways, sorry. Sometimes anyways. There's new opportunities, new offers, new things coming in for you, Gemini. I feel like you're very optimistic right now. But like I was going to say, I was holding this little batch right now, and then something just like, there was like a message in there. So let's see what came out. What's showing is the Five of Cups. So you're hurt, you're disappointed, you're sad. You might be missing somebody or wishing things worked out differently in regards to a connection that you're emotionally satisfied or not satisfied, emotionally invested in. I feel like there was a point, obviously, that you were satisfied. There was like an offer extended. There was like this giddy celebration energy, and then there wasn't. And I feel like there's some sort of something in regards to this. It could be your a past connection, a current connection, whatever this is for you. And again, with this Fool card, for some of you, there's a need for you to either be optimistic instead of being disappointed, and basically focus on the things that you're grateful instead of the things that you're lacking. Focus on the things that you're wanting to have in your future, like how your life would be when you have the best life that you could possibly have. With like basically, like if you're trying to be in a relationship, what does that look like to you? Like if you're trying to build a career, what does that look like to you? Like live that out instead of these past hurts, instead of these past experiences of this disappointments. Like you've lived that, you've already experienced it. There's a need for you now, Gemini, to imagine what if. Imagine when things are as perfect as they could be for you. What does that look like for you? And I feel like that's going to slowly move you in that direction. But there's still a blockage. I feel like there's like I feel like you're ready to, you're open to, but something's still blocking you from actually taking that leap of faith. Like you haven't jumped into the water yet. But you're wet, you're ready to go swimming, but you haven't jumped into the water yet. Sorry, my analogies, guys. I feel like it helps me explain things though. All right, so you have the chair. Okay. So these cards, these other messages that were out. Oh, I feel like we might be getting into this King of Cups. Let's see. I'm gonna leave that like that. So the cards that came out for this is our bottom of the deck. So the cards that came out, sorry, the Three of Wands and the Chariot. I keep saying it. There's some sort of forward movement, Gemini, that you've been wanting and you've been waiting for and you've been hoping for. You've been sad and you've been missing it. For some of you, somebody's been observing you and they've been waiting for the opportunity to reach out and connect and like be associated with you. There's some like Oh shit. Hold on. So right now, when I'm looking at this, right, like one energy, I feel like okay, I'm gonna read this a couple of different ways and take it as it resonates. For some of you, this is a person observing you. For some of you, this is like you observing you. I hope that makes sense. So on one side, we have like things aren't worked out, things are never going to work out. I remember this person, things are never going to work out. It's just like you're down in the dumps, like it sucks, like you're born in crap and going to die in crap. Well, not really, but kind of like you feel like crap, and you remember what you once had and what could have been and what you don't have. Mostly what you don't have. You think of what you don't have, what you could have had but you don't have. And you see right here, like the thoughts are very negative, very like it's dead, it's burnt, right? It's the ending pieces of it. It's ending. It's after the ending for some of you, right? But there's this observer that's like, no, we can grow things. Like we can like what we had before was just a minimal of what it can be. And I feel like somebody wants to like for some of you, that's where this Fool card comes in. That's where this energy of like take a leap of faith, but there's like this blockage. Something's like preventing it from fully moving forward. I don't know what it is yet. For everybody, it could be different too. But there's this energy of like where somebody sees this something's over and done. The feminine is like, no, it's like basically mourning the loss of something, right? There's another energy that observes that this like kind of like I feel like kind of defended their emotions, but at the same time waited for the opportunity to or like defensive of their emotions, but at the same time waited for the opportunity to approach. I feel like both of these people shit. I feel like both of these people are both of these people kind of keep quiet, male and female. I'm for right now I'm reading it as if it's the two people, okay? Somebody's observing the person, Gemini. Or you might be observing somebody. But there's this energy of like your feelings, the person who's disappointed, that's hurt, that's like sad and everything, their emotions are very strong, very powerful. Like you see the tides back there, the waters, they're crashing against the walls, like it's a freaking mess, right? It's hurt. It's like so the tide's like effed up over here, crashing against everything, trying to drown whatever's there. And then there's like a fire as well. So that something is ended, something's burnt, and like it's now burnt. What was it there before is like set on fire and has burnt, right? And the emotion, like it's just like tied, like whoever's feeling this energy, it's very powerful, it's very strong, it's very negative. But then you have somebody about whatever this person is feeling, this like it's ended, whatever's burning back there, and this person is feeling like all these like overwhelming emotions. Somebody is like at the same time observing that person, like waiting for their opportunity to approach. But I felt like they've kind of like, you see, their water is a little bit calmer. Their water is like more settled, but at the same time, it's like deeper. Like I don't know how to say. Like okay, this person, like she's like up in it, right? She's in it. But at the same time, she's like close to the shoreline. She's like, she feels her emotions and she feels them very strongly. But at the same time, like she hasn't fully immersed in her emotions as much as she can or will. This person, on the other hand, they've like settled their emotions. They've like went to the depths and kind of like settled them, but they're not sitting in them at this moment. They're just like they have them, but they're not overcome with them. Whereas she's like fully feeling them, fully like overpowered by them. It's like if she was swimming out in the water, like the water is overtaking her, and every time she tries to come up, she's like getting pulled back down by the current. Like the water is more powerful than she is. Her emotions are more stronger and powerful than she is. And even if she has like warm, fuzzy feelings about this person, she definitely doesn't about something in regards to the experience. And that's like something that's hard for her to face. It's hard for her to feel it. Male or female, take it as it resonates. It's hard to experience. And there's something that like, for some of you, I feel like it's like you try to avoid it, but like it's like the water, right? Like I'm gonna come out of this, and then all of a sudden here comes another rush. I'm gonna come out, and then here comes another rush. Like this feeling of this person, I don't know who they are, where they are. I don't know how this connects, but this person that's watching this, that I feel like that there's like this is who her emotions are for. I feel like this person has emotions, but they're more stable. They're more grounded. They're more stable, more invested. Like being that this person is watching her, this person's going to know her more than she's going to know them, right? She's not watching them. She's like in her feelings. She's in her feelings in her own, she's on her own island, right? She's on her own island, stranded on her own island with her emotions, with her thoughts, with her ish. Now you got her, this person, her person. I was going to say her person, but they're not together. But you got somebody like observing and watching and like waiting, like pondering. I heard pondering. The ponder, what's the question, right? Like it made me think of like, you know how like these old riddles and stuff, like you have, if you to pass the bridge, you got to like answer the riddle for the troll. Like this person's pondering something. Like I feel like I feel like somebody, I don't know, somebody's making it harder than it actually is. Something's not possible anymore for some of you. For some of you, they're trying to grow something though. This person is thinking something's possible with the person that thinks things ended. And I feel like this person, they're just waiting, right? They're just waiting for the time to approach. And they're like, they have their feelings, they have their emotions, but they're settled in them. They're watching. I don't know, maybe they have, like they've observed, they've watched something. This person has watched this person. And I felt like through their observations, they want to grow something with this person. This guy, I'm gonna read the cards as the energy that's on the card, but take it as it resonates. Switch the genders. Take it as it resonates. So this male has been watching this female who's been sad and disappointed and missing and thinking about what if and what was lost, right? And she's like overcome by her emotions, but she tries to act like it's not, like it's cool, like I don't know. I felt like she's tried to send out smoke signals. Like she's tried to send out some sort of like SOS in some way, shape, or form to this masculine. And I felt like he might not have necessarily received them. He might not have interpreted them right. He might not have got them in time. Because you see, it's like way in the past, right? Like this smoke signal is like far, far, far behind. Thank you. Hi, Sasa. Thank you for being on here. Appreciate you guys all being on here. There's some sort of energy, like the smoke signal, this one that she tried to send out to him. It's like it's a long time ago, right? It's not very current, but the smoke's still there. So it's like it's I feel like it's like both of them still remember it, but it's not something that like it's not current. Whereas this one, where it's burnt out and like it's not coming back this time, like it's now going in the opposite direction, right? Like she's made her peace and she's like they have their stuff over there, and like they no longer connect, right? They're no longer this mutual energy. Like they have their own thing over there. I have my own thing over here. And there's sad, there's sorrow, there's disappointment, there's remorse in some way, shape, or form here. But this energy is like watching and looking, and I don't know, like, this person might be like imagining of like what life would be like if something could be built with her. But either way, or they might be planning it actually, but I felt like it might be just like imagining. But I felt like their feelings are much more in depth, involved, but a lot more settled. Okay. I feel like that's what this King of Cups was. I felt like there's somebody, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, that you either know currently or previously have known that you had some sort of emotional connection with. And I felt like there was some sort of hurt. There's a disappointment, obviously, right? Things didn't work out. But then you also have the Chariot next to the Three of Wands. So I felt like this forward movement, there's like some sort of balance that's going to be created. And like, once the balance is created, there's going to be some sort of forward movement. It's basically like, okay, you see, like right here, they're all in the water, right? They're in the water, which their emotions are very much involved. Whereas before, what we were dealing with up here was like a lot of passion, a lot of force, a lot of like, this energy is like, I do it. Okay. This energy is like, I do it because I care about you, right? Or do it for me, please, because I care for you. This energy is like, do it because I said so, or I'm going to make you, right? There's like, these energies are kind of night and day. Like, they're different. They're just different. But back to what I was going to say a minute ago. You see how they're they're like in the water, right? Like, even though this is a Wands card, both of these people, they're over there. She's in the water and he's in the water. Okay. Then you have this Chariot card, which speaks about forward movement, like the head and heart, everything kind of lined up, like everything kind of matches. And now I can have not match it. Yeah. Like, internally I balance, and now I understand what I'm supposed to do. And I'm like able to do it because I have the direction, the force. Like, somebody's able to take that, what they've been inspired to do, they're gonna like take some sort of forward movement, some positive forward movement, because they finally aligned and balanced internally. For some of you, somebody might have like accepted their feelings, or accepted the way that things were gonna come about. And like, it is what it is. Like, things aren't gonna be perfect, and I can't wait forever to shoot my shot. So I'm gonna just shoot my shot and see if I miss or if I get it. Like, somebody can't wait forever. There's the energy like, I can't wait forever. I can't wait. I can't just sit on the sidelines and wait forever. And then there's going to be some sort of forward movement, because somebody has internal balance. I don't know, Gemini. Let's move out of this. Let's see what else Spirit wants to talk about, because that was just a pre-message. We've been here 43 minutes and 22 seconds right now. All right, Gemini. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we also have another pre-message right here, and this too. So you have the Five of Swords, mental conflict, arguing, bickering. You have the Eight of Swords, stuck in your thoughts, stuck, like not seeing things clearly because you're stuck in your thoughts. And then when I put that down, the Death card showed up underneath the Eight of Swords. And then you have the Fool again. Okay, so Gemini, whatever this is for you, it's a new offer, new opportunity, new person, place, or thing, whatever, a new adventure, whatever this is for you. Like, you're going to be doubting yourself. You're going to be like having mental conflict. You're going to be like doing that thing you regularly do, where you think about it and you're like, okay, it'll work this way. And then you think about it again, and then like, no, I got to change that. and then you like rework your plan, and then you think about it again, and you rework your plan, and you think about it again, and then there's like no forward movement because you keep on like reworking your plan. Get out of your mind and quit doing that. There's some sort of energy, like, yeah, like this death card. And see, when I went to show you, it showed up. This death card, right here for this 8 of Swords, like there's something that you're stuck in your thoughts about, and you're not allowing yourself to like fully process something. Like there's a download that you've received that it like you keep on canceling it. Like you click cancel as soon as it like before it's finished downloading. Like you need to let it finish processing, Gemini. I felt like, okay, so what we have behind this little stack, you have the 8 of Swords, the Death card, the High Priestess, and the 7 of Pentacles. So you're stuck in your thoughts and like just like mulling over things, not seeing things clearly because you're stuck in your thoughts and like reprocessing things and getting a lot of people's opinions, getting a lot of different reviews. You might be watching a lot of different tarot readings. There's some sort of ending coming to that because you either learn a secret or receive a download of your own, or receive like something might click with you when you're watching one of these tarot readings, or you might receive your own download and you're going to process it and you're going to like look at things. And I feel like you're going to like something, Gemini, has not been like in the beginning, right? All day I kept hearing that song, Would I Lie to You, Baby? Yeah. And then he says, yeah, right? And he's doing like trying to do like part of the melody. And I have it in the description box below. It's the first thing down there. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're not familiar with that song, check that out. There's some sort of energy, like somebody's asking you, like, do you think I would lie to you? And they're telling you, yeah. Like they're answering their own question, right? They're answering the question for you. So somebody's telling you, but they're acting like, no, like that's like, and it's like really narcissist behavior, right? It's like, would I lie to you, baby? Yeah. Like, listen to that song. Hopefully you guys know what, like you'll see what I'm saying. But there's some sort of like, you're going to call BS on it, right? Like for some of you, if holy cow. If this is you not being able to like make a full decision, or like there's something you're doubting in yourself or in your environment because somebody's actions, what they're saying, what they're doing, something isn't lining up, right? And you're doubting yourself. You're questioning that, but then like they kind of make you question your question. So then you get trapped in your thoughts, right? Like if somebody tells you the sky is green a million times, you might be like, is that like, I don't know, you might start to question it, right? There's some sort of energy of like you're trapped in your thoughts and you can't get out of it because somebody's like kind of, I don't know. I feel like I'm surprised we don't have the devil card out here. I feel like there's toxic environments or toxicity, something toxic in your environment, which causes this energy, which causes you to get trapped in your thoughts. But there's an ending coming to that because you learn something, you discover something, you use your intuition or somebody else's. See, yes, thank you. You got to trust your own intuition. Like people are like sneaky and shady and they try to act like, oh no, I'm not lying to you when they are, and they'll like, I don't know. If you listen to people, you can catch them in they'll tell on their self. They really will. Or they'll be like, no, you're tripping, or I was just tongue tied, or like they'll tell on themselves. But you're going to be like processing that information. You're going to be like reviewing these downloads, these like, for some of you, like somebody's going to tell you something. It's like somebody's going to tell somebody's secret. And you're going to be like looking at that energy, like lining things up, but like that kind of makes sense. Or they've been acting a little weird. Like you're going to be like checks and balancing. There's something like you're going to be reviewing their behavior, their actions, their like, and making tallies, right, Gemini? There's something you're tallying. And that's why I feel like when you like take this forward movement. For some of you, you're like it, you feel okay to take forward movement and sever whatever things that you're currently stuck in your thoughts about, because you realize, like, you do the evaluation. Where's it at? You do the evaluation and they come up short because of their lies, because of their crap. So there's some sort of ending to them allowing, like causing you, not allowing, to cause you to be stuck in. You're allowing them. I feel like you allow them. Like, be careful, Gemini. I feel like there's times we play dumb and allow people to walk us in circles, and then we get like caught up, and then there might be a moment, for like a small moment, but still it's a moment, that we actually are confused. We're like, how the hell did I get here? Like, I thought I was face north and I'm actually face like southwest, or like whatever this is for you. Like, you get like tied up with their confusion. But you already know, right? You know what the truth is. So this energy of their causing you to like have these like mental somersaults, like it doesn't last long, right? And then you back like looking at it like, did this fool really try to play me? Did that really just happen? Like, am I doing this again? Like, there's some sort of like thing where you're evaluating energy. And I feel like there's some sort of forward movement that's going to be brought to you. You're going to get out of your thoughts because you finally like successfully realize somebody is full of it, and that they're not really on your team like they might want you to think. It's like they lie, right? So it's, listen to that song. And I really like that song, right? But like, before I got onto your guys' reading, like it means a whole different thing to me today than maybe what it did like yesterday. I'm interested to know how I'm going to feel that energy the next time that I listen to that song. Let's see what fell out. You have the Four of Cups again. You have the Moon. You have the Empress. And you have the Five of Wands. Gemini, I'm getting that message again about that Five of Cups. Sorry. I don't know what the hell is this. That Five of Cups energy, right? Like somebody or something, like there was this missed opportunity, this missed offer, but something's going on that you don't know. There's things going on behind your back, Gemini, that you don't know, right? And then something's being created that, again, you don't know. You don't know what's being created. And so it's going to cause some sort of fight. I feel like somebody's fighting for you, or somebody is going to fight for you. There's some sort of like fighting to create something, and you don't know about it. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Gemini. Okay, I'm going to put these down. Yes. Hold on. Yes, I'm going to put these down. See, yes. Maybe, yeah, you got to watch the people's energy. Pay attention. Okay. I think it's funny when I said I was going to put that down and everything freaking just went ahead and fell. I didn't literally mean like that, but the cards that did stay was the Fool and the Six of Pentacles. So I felt like there's some sort of balance that's going to either provide opportunities for you, or offers are going to come in once you get balanced, or because you got balanced. For some of you, I feel like you're going to be paying for some sort of vacation, or some sort of like new experience, or somebody's going to be paying for you. I feel like you're going to, for some of you, this isn't for everybody, take it as it resonates. For some of you, there's some sort of adventure you're going to be going on, and somebody's paying for it. Somebody's paying for it. For some of you, this wouldn't apply for you, but, well, it might. I don't know. I feel like there's some sort of honeymoon or something. There's some sort of like vacation or something that somebody's going to be paying for you. And for some of you, it might be like a honeymoon or something with this guy paying, like giving these younger two kids money. It's like your parents paid for something for you. And with this Fool card, it's like a new opportunity, this new adventure, this new thing. For some of you, it might be like, and then you have the Ace of Pentacles back here too. So for some of you, I feel like there's new opportunities coming in once you get balanced. Or for some of you, I feel like there's like new resources that are going to be coming in, new offers, new opportunities coming in for you. Somebody's going to be paying for something for you. And it might be like a substantial amount. I feel like somebody wants to give you something, Gemini. Somebody wants to have more balance with you. All right, and I'm not picking all those up right now, so I'm just going to leave these. I'm going to leave those right here. All right, let's get into your cross now, shall we? I'll pick those up later. Yeah, you got to go with the flow. Like when spirit chooses to move somebody out, like go with it. There's a reason. There's like, I feel like there's times where we fight the process. We fight against the flow, but it's not necessary. Just go with the flow and see what happens for you. Things are always working out for your greater good. And if spirit causes them to, like if they were positive and they were intended for your environment, they would be in your environment, Gemini. Take that as that resonates. And somebody needs to hear that, whether that's anybody in your environment, in your current or your past or in your future. Like if they were intended for you, they would be around you and it would feel good. It wouldn't be so much work. It wouldn't be so chaotic. So you have the Chariot, which also came out a little while ago. You have the Empress, which also came out a little while ago in a different deck. And you have the Justice. I was going to say this before I started the reading. Like Justice I was getting a factor. Like things are going to be balanced out. Things are going to be made fair. But let's read this. There's some sort of forward movement. Somebody creates. For some of you, where somebody's plotting and making a plan to come in, I felt like they might actually do it. For some of you that like, oh, somebody's going to come in, somebody's going to come in, I feel like they're going to actually be coming in. For some of you, take it as it resonates. It's not for everybody. The reason why I say that is because, again, you have the Chariot card, right? This is forward movement. This is the second deck we're using. It came out again. So I felt like somebody, and the Chariot, you have to have internal balance. Like your things have to line up, right? This isn't like just a leap of faith. This is like I'm having forward movement because I've planned accordingly, right? Like I've paid for my little, whatever that is, her little motorcycle thing. She paid her insurance. She's got gas in the vehicle. Like she's prepared to go for the journey, right? So now because she's like planned in advance, now she's taking that forward movement. She has everything. She's planned in advance. She's well prepared. She like mentally and emotionally, physically, everything about her is telling her to go. So it's going to allow her to have this forward movement, right? And she's going to be creating and manifesting something. This is something that I felt like there's like some sort of an intuition involved in this. Spirit was involved with the creation of this, or the maintenance of this, the development, the maintaining this. And then you have the Justice. So this is something like whatever this forward movement is, whatever's created out of this forward movement, it's intended by Spirit. It's going to be fair. It's going to be balanced. For some of you, it might be a marriage. What the heck? Somebody might be wanting to propose to you, Gemini. For some of you, I feel like you would be skeptical of it. Like, look at her face. Like, what do I do? Like, which way do I go? It's like this energy of like this nervousness of like wanting to choose the correct path that's right for you, and feeling like a nervousness, right? Like if this is somebody from your past, I don't know. I don't want to go into all that. Don't want to go into all that. There's whatever this is for you personally. Be cautious, Gemini, because I felt like you might be like leaning towards something that's not as positive for you as it could be. There's something that could be a lot easier and lighter for you if you go in that direction. But I felt like you're kind of like more looking at or analyzing the opportunity that's going to be a little bit heavier for you, a little bit more trying, a little bit more questionable in the future. So be careful and follow your intuition at all times, Gemini. But there's something being created and manifested here from this forward movement. And it's like it's intended. So just for a brief second, like right now, it kind of looks like a gas tank to me, right? Like from this angle, it looks like she's got the gas for this little mission trip, right? So, and it's justice. So I felt like this is fairness. Like whatever this delay was in getting this balance in, I felt like the universe has to come in and like clear out the debris, clear out the clutter, clear out the doubt, clear out the stuff to allow this forward movement. I don't know if this is to you or from you, but there's some sort of forward movement. And I felt like the universe is the one that's like really put in the motivation, like push things along. Like even times where you might have like struggled against it, I felt like there were times that like your intuition or spirit, like synchronicity, something kind of like prompted you to look in a direction, like go that way. Be careful, Gemini, because like you see how there's like a direction, a path to choose. This cat is freaking looking over here and laughing and pointing. Like everybody's looking over here and laughing and pointing. So, and you're already nervous about this choice, right? Whatever this is that's coming in for you, just follow your intuition, Gemini. That's the best advice I can give you for those of you that have something coming in. I feel like you've been trying to manifest and create something, but now you're not sure, like, is it what you wanted? Like, does what's in the box match the labeling? Does the package there's some sort of energy of like wanting not to be sold a dream, right? Like wanting what was genuinely offered to you, but have it authentic. Like if you tell me that I'm eating chicken for dinner, I want chicken for dinner. Don't try to give me fish and tell me it's chicken. There's some sort of energy of like you want what you were told and you want it to be that, but you like you want the full facts, right? You want all the details so that you can make your decision. You want to know that once you make your decision, that it's the best decision with all the information, all the details that you had. You don't want to be found with your pants down like later and then seem foolish or look foolish or appear foolish because you made a decision that then makes you look foolish because you didn't have all the details or somebody wasn't honest with you and authentic. Like I'm willing to jump, I'm willing to have a leap of faith as long as like you're showing me that like I'm jumping into like something authentic. But I felt like Gemini, maybe it's spirit, maybe okay, so this is another message. Maybe spirit is like, I'm telling you guys, this kind of, sorry, my stupid light. This kind of looks like a gas tank to me. It looks like a gas tank, like a little fuel tank. You know, those little red fuel tank things? Those portable fuel tanks, those gas tanks. And she's like, got this little bucket, right? And I'm like, oh, you got your gas. But there's this energy of like, spirit is providing this opportunity in some way, shape, or form. But you're heavily being observed and evaluated by not just this opportunity, but others. Just by others, okay, to see how you handled, and especially by spirit too. Spirit wants to see, like, if you get this, for some of you, it's like what you're being offered isn't authentic. It's not being real. So spirit wants to know, did you learn your lesson? Did you fix your picker? Did you fix your little radar thing? Are you going to make a choice that's healthy and right for you? Or are you going to just allow yourself to go into something and create something blindly? Like, have you really learned your lessons of the past? And I felt like there's a nervousness within you of like, you're not 100% Gemini, that you've learned all those lessons, that you've mastered that skill. And so there's an energy of like, when people are watching, like you're like kind of panicked to make this choice. I don't know what this is for you. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, then we're going to shuffle. You have the Two of Cups. Somebody wants to provide an offer to you. Somebody wants to connect or reconnect with you. All right, Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini. I'm going to leave Spirit's advice right here. Gemini for April. This is going to be our last shuffle. All right, there's no more pre-messages, so we're going to get into your cross now. Okay, so these messages are going to be a little bit hard to hear because they came out like this. First card is the Empress, something you're trying to create, something you're trying to manifest. And what's crossing you is the Chariot card, right? So there's something that you're trying to create, you're trying to manifest it. But what's crossing you is this forward movement. I feel like you're trying to create something, but you think you're fully balanced, Gemini, but you're not. See, that's crazy. The freaking gas tank. But like, I don't know. I feel like Spirit's going to be like correcting things. Like the Justice card was out there, and she's the one that had the gas tank that reminded me of the gas tank. So I feel like whatever is being done, like if this is you, that resonates with you, I felt like there's like some sort of justice, some sort of like judgment that's going to come into play for him. There's something that people are going to have to answer for it, right? Like, it's like you ordered your dinner and now the bill has come. Excuse me, waiter, right? This wasn't what I ordered. This isn't how I wanted it. And they fixed it. And now like your plates came, your foods came, you've ate, and now it's time for the bill to come. And it's time for you to pay up. And I felt like people who can't pay up, they're like, Spirit's gonna, there's something, people are gonna have to start answering for their crap. I feel like people can't continue to get away with like that blind mice energy. Like you can't just lead the blind and because I said so. Mother effer, I'm not following you over the cliff just because you said so, because you're the blind mice. I'm not doing it. Like, no. So there's something you're trying to, Gemini. That's what this is, right? That's why this energy is crossing you. You have every freaking green light except for your own, right? There's something you're trying to manifest. You're trying to create something. And you have the ability to move forward, but you see the look on her face? Like, what do? I don't know what to do. Like, yeah. Don't mix business with pleasure. That could be problematic. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Follow your intuition. I feel like there's times, right, that we get like these little red flags, and sometimes that's your intuition. It's not these little trigger warnings from previous experiences. They're freaking your intuition telling you red flag, stop, do not proceed, do not go forward. Don't allow them to collect your $200. Take that as that resonates. But there's some sort of energy you're trying to manifest and create something, but you're stuck having that confidence to make that decision, Gemini. I feel like you're not fully lined up, right? Like things aren't really fully like in order. Like this Chariot isn't moving forward just yet. Like we might be at the gas station. I'm going to change that analogy. I'm going to change that analogy for you, Sasa. You're no longer, you're at the restaurant, right? it's time to pay your bill. Like, you can't take this forward movement. You can't leave yet. You still have to finish things up. But I felt like you're in the process of it. You definitely have that forward movement energy. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle it one more time, spirits. I shuffle it. And we have a pre-message. You have the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Somebody showed their A, $sign, right? Somebody really showed their A. Somebody was sneaky, shady, deceptive in some way, shape, or form. Somebody was super shady. And there's some sort of energy of like, you kind of saw it, you questioned it, they said no. You kind of, at times, I felt like there was times where you kind of, you were disappointed at the response or their lack of, hold up, saw, especially, look. Underneath, I'm like squirrel right now. This energy of somebody was sneaky, shady, and deceptive. Directly under here, we have the Justice again with her gas tank, right, Sasa? There's some sort of energy like this crap has to be accounted for. Like, your bill came, sir. It's time for you to answer for the bill. If you can't pay it, I'm going to need you to go in the back and do some dishes. Otherwise, I'm going to have to pay for, you're going to have to pay for it in some way, shape, or form. I'll have to call the police or something. You're going to have to call somebody or something. Like, you have to answer for that shadiness that you did. It's time for you to pay up, right? And then, and I feel like you're going to be happy once this payment is made, right? There's somebody has to pay the bill, and you've been waiting for that bill to get paid. I felt like, let's go with that analogy, right? You were either the person at the table watching this fool act the fool, or at another table watching this person act the fool. But either way, you got to watch this person act the fool, and it was disappointing. It caused you conflict internally. I felt like there was arguments at times too. But now you get to see this person. Sorry, I'm not flipping you guys off. And I feel like that, so my finger was stuck like that holding the cards. I feel like you are flipping somebody off too. Like, this person who is sneaky and shady, I feel like you're like, F you, I hope you get what you deserve, right? Like, you deserve to get your justice. And what is this? Oh, the celebration, right? Yeah, you're happy this person has to account for their crap. Like things were not left unaccounted for. Like, you sat there and so basically, back to that analogy, like, you kept watching this person be sneaky and shady. I felt like they kept getting away with crap and getting away with it and getting away with it, but they kept ordering, right? They still kept ordering. And then now it's time to like pay that bill. And I felt like you were embarrassed watching it. You were sad watching it. There's some sort of energy of like, while they were doing this crap, it was hurtful to watch. It was disappointing. It was disheartening. But now it's time for them to pay the bill, and you're happy to watch them pay their bill. You're happy to watch them kind of shuffle around and like have to face reality. All right, Gemini. Okay, this is going to be one more, and then we're going to be ready to continue. Thank you, Spirit. Got one more pre-message. The 10 of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Okay. There's some sort of hurt that you like went through and you suffered through. And I felt like it kind of like it's at the end, right? It's like you have been as hurt as you can be. Like, you've been as far down as you can go, you've gone. And now it's time for you to rise back up, right? You can't be defeated anymore. I felt like you're mentally exhausted with something, person, place, or thing. And I felt like you're ready to move on. You're like, that's ended for you. You might have like completely mentally moved on and still like finalizing the other pieces of it for some of you. But I felt like there's like this somebody wants to offer a connection to you, offer like something with you. Somebody wants to engage and interact with you in some way, shape, or form. After this ending, or because of this ending, or from this ending, or take it as it resonates. For some of you, it's this person who's like defeated you in every way possible. It seems like the F, like they want to like offer a connection again, offer an apology, like redo the whole freaking cycle again. And I felt like you're like just over it, like not doing this again, right? For some of you, like you get completely defeated in like just finally walk away, basically. Not completely defeated. It's just like you finally can walk away, Gemini, with a clear conscience. And you finally do walk away. Something finally ends. It completely finally ends. And from that, new beginnings come in. But I feel like you're going to be kind of defensive if that's the case for you. I feel like you're going to need a period of time to kind of allow the energy to settle, allow the dust to settle, I heard. Okay. We're going to have one more shuffle, and I'm not taking any more pre-messages. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Gemini for April. At a soul level, you have the Hierophant. So at a soul level, you've learned a lot of lessons. At a soul level, you're very dedicated to you, to your healing, to your progression, to your internal balance. Like you're very dedicated to your internal balance. Like peace is important for you right now. And the recent past, you have the Temperance. So there's a lot of healing, a lot of balancing within you, a lot of, I felt like you just had to be real with yourself, Gemini. I felt like there's things like there's like something that you were acting like you're settled in, you really were paying attention the whole time. Like somebody acted like, you see how she's sitting there, she's got one eye open and one eye closed. Somebody was like, somebody had you had like somebody thought that you weren't as aware, as conscious as you were. And I felt like you were kind of watching them, like being observant, kind of like following your instincts in the situation, but also paying attention to their actions, following it, like paying attention to their words, like paying attention to the details of something. And doing so allowed you to have some sort of internal balance within yourself. You learned something in your recent past that brought in this balance, this healing, this harmony for you. And your crowning energy, you have the Seven of Swords. So you're thinking about how you can get away, how you could like get out of something, or you're thinking about how somebody did that to you, and or you might be thinking about it in both ways. What else for Gemini? Okay. Your near future is kind of going to be a surprise, I guess. You have the Ace of Wands. This speaks about something you're passionate about, something you're excited about, new offer, new opportunities. This is something very exciting for you. A lot of things, actually. I feel like there's a lot of things coming in for you in your near future. For some of you, you're going to be doing things. There's a lot of like, you're learning things, you're creating things, you're manifesting things. Some of you, you're going to be cleaning a lot. There's like some sort of like spring cleaning, right? We're about to be going into spring. Maybe that's like spring cleaning. Some of you are going to have spring cleaning. I don't know. There's something that you're passionate about. How you see yourself. I love this. You have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So you know you've been through it, but at the same time, you're not going through it anymore. Been there, done that, healed from it. I got the scars, right? You got the scars, but it's healed. Like I've already healed. I've already like have internal balance. I've went through the crap and learned the lessons. I have balance, and it's very important to me that I maintain it. It's important to you that you maintain your balance, Gemini. I like that. That's good. No, people need to earn the trust. Like there's certain things that I felt like you used to give away blindly, and now I feel like you hold more weight and more like just more respect on that, whatever that is. It like it's more precious to you, and people have to earn it now. It's not something that it's not given away freely. And you're not like you're not feeling that hurt and that disappointment and that mental conflict anymore, or at least if you do, it's not to the extent that you were. I feel like it's very old, right? Like you can remember it, but like you can remember being sad, but you don't remember how it feels when, like, you're not sad when you think about this person, place, or thing. Whatever this was that caused you to feel like completely defeated, disappointed, hurt, abandoned, neglected, like mentally confused, like doubting yourself, feeling like you can try and try and try and you can't try no more, and you're just like, you can't. Whatever that was for you, you've done a lot of healing from that energy. And you don't care to fight with anybody no more. You don't care to prove your point. You don't care to prove you're right. How other people see you is the Four of Swords. You're healing and people are noticing that. For some of you, I felt like with both of these cards, when they came out, they were flipped over. So you could only see the back of them. So I felt like there's some sort of energy of these, like, you're not really fully noticing, or it's not being fully revealed to you how much you've healed. I feel like that's your energy, right? Like you haven't noticed fully, Gemini, how much Gemini has healed. How much, I feel like you just keep going, right? There's more to do. There's more to think about. There's more, like you just keep going instead of actually stopping and thinking about, like, dang, like I have a lot of scars. I'm covered in battle wounds. Like I'm a warrior. I'm a fighter. Like I got what it takes. Like you just keep moving forward. You're not noticing like how much you've healed something. And you're also not noticing how other people notice how much you've healed. I feel like Gemini, you're like in your la la land. Like you're not noticing things about like you don't notice your pain like you used to, or your pain isn't your pain like it was before. And then you also don't notice or understand necessarily. You don't know that people know that you've healed. Hold on, let's get into this. I feel like this is your watcher. This is your watcher energy. For those of you who that resonated with, somebody's watching you and they're waiting for their time. I feel like this is that energy, right? Because it came out like this. So this is energy that you're not aware of. It's not shown to you. It's not divulged to you, right? So it's kind of hiding behind the scenes. So then when we like reveal it, it's healing. So somebody's, you don't know, because this is how people see you, how people think about you. And it involves healing. And it's like, it's how people see you. So I felt like you're not fully aware. Somebody knows you've healed from something. And why does this matter? Why does them knowing that you've healed matter? Let's see. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. I want both of these decks, but I'll start with this one. I don't know why I wanted both of them, but let's see, Gemini. Okay, because this is my question and that's my clarifier. I want to specifically know about this energy. No pre-messages. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. No pre-messages. Spirit, last shuffle. Thank you. So this Four of Swords, why does it matter? It matters that somebody knows that you've healed because Temperance and the King of Wands. Mother effer. Some of you can be dealing with a Sagittarius or Aries Leo. Heavy Sagittarius. So there's some sort of healings. It's important that you know somebody knows that you healed because some sort of balance. Whatever you're passionate about and you want to move forward to, there was a block in that because of some sort of healing needed to take place. And whoever needed to know that a healing had took place now knows it. And who knows it? Oh, man. Okay. So you have this Page of Swords that came out sideways. So this could speak about somebody that has been spying on you intermittently. like back and forth, in and out. Somebody thinks about you heavily, but they try not to. They act like they don't. Eight of Swords and the Empress. Um, I forgot what my question was, but this energy basically speaks about like this healing was necessarily because somebody can't quit thinking about you. They want to create something with you, but they weren't seeing things clearly. And then you have the Star card also, and the Star card speaks about like wish fulfillment and also healing. So it's very important that somebody was aware that you healed something and they're aware of it now. For some of you, somebody is or was interested in a connection with you, but they were aware that some sort of healing needed to take place with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, probably a Sagittarius. And they're aware that some sort of healing has taken place, which is going to allow some sort of wish fulfillment to come in potentially. But they're stuck in their thoughts. Is it possible? Is this WTF? I'm like, I felt like there's like somebody, oh my God, Gemini, somebody might want something with you, but they're not sure, or they're not sure how to go about it. I feel like there's like somebody's not confident. I don't know. I don't know. This is kind of getting me frustrated. There's some sort of energy here. Somebody's aware that you healed. It's important that they know that you healed because there's like some sort of passionate action that somebody wants to take. But I feel like there's like with the Page of Swords, this can speak about communication, thoughts, somebody like sharing information, somebody relaying something, somebody spying. And she's like, if you look at her, she's like looking down, evaluating, like that Seven of Pentacles would. So I felt like somebody's like their thoughts, they're evaluating, like, how do they do this? Like, how do they create? How do they manifest this? Because this healing for some of you, I'm getting this message of like somebody had planned to have forward movement. They like started to like make a strategy or a plan or some sort of effort. And that was like the brakes were slammed on because of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I felt like they're again aware of some sort of healing. And now that it's like that plan can start again or like pick back up. I don't know. Take that as that resonates. That's giving me a headache. What else for this? Okay, this card did not come out, but it completely flipped all the way around. So I'm going to look at it, and it's Judgment. So whatever this is, I felt like somebody was judging you, judging your healing process, judging your decision making, judging you. And there's some sort of healing that came in regards to their judgment of you, their evaluation of you. It's like basically if somebody gave you an F, right? And they just like weren't paying attention, weren't focused, weren't evaluating, and they just like marked you an F. And then they had to go back and reevaluate something, and it turns out you deserve like an A or a B or A plus or something, right? Like your evaluation came in better than what they originally said. And then you have the Ace of Wands and the Four of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is how you have your near future right here, right? So something in your near future. And like I was saying, there's like opportunities, offers, manifestations, information, details, communications. There's a lot of things coming in the near future for you, right? But also how somebody sees you, you pulled that Ace of Wands on their energy as well, along with this Four of Wands. So I felt like whatever this is in the near future, somebody was going to potentially offer you an opportunity, like make an offer to you that they're very passionate in this, but they see long-term stability. They see a solid, stable foundation with you. I don't know if I want to pull more or just look at the bottom of the deck. We're going to pull a little bit more. Apparently, we're going to pull a lot more. Bottom of the deck for this person is the Two of Pentacles. That's why healing is necessary, because there's balance necessary in this connection, in this relationship, whoever this is for you. There's some sort of balance necessary. Or balance is going to be being brought in. Then you have the Hermit and the Six of Cups. Just like this, guys. So you're nostalgic about this person, but there's been distance. You haven't talked to this person for a long period of time. So I feel like they're wanting you to have like good energy and be like mentally, emotionally in a good area, so that way when they approach, you're not already worked up and agitated. Like you're starting in a good place so that it opens the door better for this situation. Hi. How are you? Why is water wet? Just kidding. Let's see. Then you also have, so one of these cards came out in the reverse for their energy. So you have the Queen of Wands, the Justice, the Page of Pentacles. So this person, they see you as being very, like they're passionate about you. They think that you're beautiful, very attractive, very charismatic. I feel like there's like, it's something they have to answer for. So there's some sort of accountability here with the Justice card here and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like somebody sees you as being very passionate. They're passionate about you. I feel like there's something about you that kind of intimidates them as well. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. Something about you as well intimidates them. There's something that the universe has been working out in regards to this connection, or like helping to make things fair. I feel like somebody wants to extend an offer to you. I feel like this offer is dependable. It's the Page of Pentacles here. It's something that it came a long time, like it took a long time to come about, but it is reliable. It is solid when it is offered. But again, I feel like when it's offered, you have the Justice card here. So I felt like just like this person sees you as confident and standing in your power and like very attractive and like it's basically this very receptive, right? Like you can go into a room, pick anybody you want, and probably get that person if that's like somebody you chose to be with. Like you're somebody who can like kind of control the room. There's a lot of confidence that it's very noticeable about you. You don't even have to say anything. I feel like you naturally like manifest and create things. Okay. And the card I fell, but it also came in the upright, was the Justice card, and it also was like right beneath this one. So you need to say it, the Justice card here, like have your confidence and then be truthful in your approach. Like there's tactful ways to say things, but make sure that there's a clear understanding of your truth, that there's not misinterpretations. Like you're fully being honest with how you feel so that everybody's on the same page. There's not misunderstandings. There's not somebody thinking that somebody's holding space for them if they're not, right? But there's this offer, like somebody's like whatever's being offered to somebody, like this offer, it has to be evaluated, right? It has to be like and I feel like this might be like somebody's like hesitant to approach you because they don't know if their offer will be accepted by you. Like they see you as being amazing, right? And you are, but they don't feel like they compare necessarily for some of you. And so they're like, they have this humble offer to provide you, and they're not sure how it's going to be accepted. And this card that was that's that's kind of hiding over here. I seen this out here earlier, but I can't remember where. But it's the Four of Swords. So somebody wants to heal something with you. Somebody wants to like make a connection with you. I feel like somebody wants to like come forward with you in Gemini. Sorry, somebody wants to step forward. And I dropped the card again and it stayed in the upright. So I felt like you're confident. Somebody sees you as confident and they're hesitant to make their approach. There's some sort of balance within them, like internal balance within them. Like, yeah, like that Chariot card, it doesn't move forward without having internal balance. And this person's energy, they have the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This person needs to have more balance to have this forward movement. Like, I don't know. Somebody wants to have some forward movement with you, towards you, but there's something that's out of balance. So this isn't possible yet. But you pulled this Ace of Wands in your near future, and they also pulled it as well. So you might have somebody coming in your near future that's already in your presence in some way, shape, or form that wants to like see what's possible, see where things can go. Just stop and say hi and read the room, read the energy. Take that as that resonates. All right, Gemini. Hopes and or fears. You have the Two of Pentacles. I'll keep in mind, this person has the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck for their energy. So you might be hoping for this person and or fearing that they're going to come in. There's also a lot of like balancing. There's a lot going on for you right now. And I felt like there's a sense of like having a concern if everything's going to maintain. Like, is everything going to be able to like stay balanced and stay in order and stay structured? Like everything I'm working towards, all this balance I've been doing, is everything going to be maintained? Is anything going to like, is there anything going to come last minute or unexpectedly, or however this is for you? You're concerned about anything like causing there to be a lack of balance within you, your emotions, your environment, your whatever this is for you. And I feel like you're hoping to just, for some of you, you're hoping to maintain that. For some of you, you're hoping that somebody comes in and provides assistance in maintaining balance. Holy cow. Final outcome, should things remain the same, you have the Four of Cups. Gemini, you're not happy with how things have worked out. And we also have the High Priestess. You didn't follow your intuition about something, or there's something in regards to following your intuition and being hurt, being disappointed. Or for some of you, somebody is keeping a secret and you're going to find out about it. And once you do, you're going to be emotionally disappointed. But at the same time, I felt like there's like some sort of energy of like, you already expected somebody's lying, somebody's being sneaky and shady in some way, shape, or form. So before you go to your party, Sasa, like have a little thing with yourself, like checking with your intuition, like have a little convo with yourself of like, make sure that I'm paying attention and give me all my just be open to your intuition and ask for those downloads to come, when, especially when you're seeing this person, before you're seeing this person. Just expect that spirit's always working things out and your intuition is always going to like know what you need to know. So you'll know what you need to know before you need to know it. I feel like Geminis get a lot of intuitions and we don't always follow those. A lot of like spiritual downloads, we don't always follow those. Bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Cups. So new love, new opportunities, new offers are going to come in. This could also be for you, like something in your environment is creating these offers. This, I'm going to go ahead and put it up there. Something within your, like, I felt like somebody wants to provide an offer to you, Gemini. Somebody wants to like be romantically involved with you. All right. I'm going to get ready to cut it off here, but let's go ahead. I don't feel like I really need any more clarifiers, but I am going to pull Spirit's advice so that way any of you that feel like you need Spirit's advice for what you're dealing with or what you might be dealing with. Spirit's advice for Gemini. Spirit's advice for Gemini. Wow. Okay. I'm going to put these back, but I am going to read them. So you have the Page of Pentacles. Spirit's advising you to be confident, be secure, and feel stable within yourself, within your own right. For some of you, if your resources are not where they should be, you might need to get a second job or a job. There's something in regards to like being confident about yourself and being able to solely rely on yourself. And if you're needing assistance, ask for support. Ask for help if you need help. I do personal readings. All that information is in the description box below. You can, it's basically $25 for each 15 minutes. Depending on how long you think your reading's going to be. Send me over those payments. If you have questions, you can email me. That information is in the description box below as well. And then once I receive payment, I will reach out to you with your reading. We can either do like a live reading, or I can send you a pre-recorded video. And then send me, after you send your payment, email me with your contact information and your preferred way of receiving your reading. And with any other questions. Sorry, that was just like a quick spiel of it, but there's more information in the detail in the description box. Then you have the High Priestess. So you have an intuition. Spirit is advising you to use it, Gemini. Spirit left you with the gift of spirit, right? If you're not using your intuition, you're not doing it yourself any favors. There's something as well. You need to keep things to yourself. Do not be divulging everything to everybody. There's a power in, There's a power in the surprise. There's a power in unexpected, if somebody's not expecting you to do something and you do it, there's a power in that. There's a power in catching somebody off guard. Don't tell everybody your secrets. Don't tell everybody your plans and your strategies. Don't tell everybody everything. Most of your stuff should be hidden for you. Need to know basis only, necessary details only. Even if they're your spouse, they don't need to know every single thing. There's things that are within you that you're inspired to share, and things that you're inspired to hold back. If you're inspired to hold back, don't allow somebody to pull that out of you or talk it out of you or whatever that is for you. There's an energy of you need to follow your intuition. Keep your private stuff to yourself. And that's even with your spouse or your children or whatever it is. If you have something that you don't want to share, don't share it. If somebody asks you a question and you kind of get an uncomfortable feeling, don't share those details. Like me, if somebody asks me what time I get off of work, in a few hours, you don't need to know. Why do you need to know what time I get off of work? You do not need to know. Those are personal details, need to know only, and you are not needing to know that. So there's an energy of keep your secrets, share the details necessary, but don't share more than necessary. There's private things right now, Gemini. You need to protect your energy. You need to protect your resources. You need to protect you. There's a lot of unknown factors right now, but that plays to your benefit. Take that as that resonates. All right, then you have the Queen of Pentacles. So Spirit's advising you to really think, how do you want your environment to be? You need to instead of saying oh, I wish my life was whatever certain type of way, or I wish I weighed less, or whatever this is for you. There's something that you're wanting in your physical environment that you haven't planned and you haven't acted it out. You haven't set it up. You haven't prepared for success. It's just an idea. It's a thought. Spirit's advising you, instead of just wishing for it, instead of just wanting for it, plan. And you don't have to act on that plan just yet. It's the Queen of Pentacles. It's not the Knight. Or sorry, it's not the Knight or the King. It's the Queen. She's receptive. So there's something like right now, Spirit's advising you to just receive, like just be receiving. If somebody wants to give you compliments, tell them thank you. You don't have to give a compliment back every time. If it's not nice, if it's not really on your heart and you're not called to say it, don't say it, but receive it. There's things in your environment that you need to be receiving right now. Yeah. Thank you. There's some sort of energy, back to start. Yeah, there's some sort of energy, like you need to evaluate where you want your life to go, how you want your life to be, how you want yourself to be, and like plan for it and make those changes. Like if you want to quit smoking cigarettes, stop buying cigarettes, make a plan. Like when I get an urge, I'm going to call so-and-so, or I'm going to like read this, or I'm going to talk to spirit, or whatever this is for you. There's something you want and you see it in your environment, or you don't see it in your environment. For some of you, you might, but there's something that you want in your environment that is not in your environment. This might be how you want to live, how you want to engage with the world. This is something in your environment, and you need to think it through. You need to like make a plan for it, and then start like collecting those resources and like strategically planning for it. Eight of Pentacles. There's something you need to work at, Gemini. I don't know what it is. If this resonates with you, Spirit's advice is to work at it, to do it, build it, and they shall come. Do that. I don't know what this is for you. For everybody, it's different. But if this resonates for you, work at it. And this could be as simple as like, again, like how you want your environment, right? How do you want your environment? Start getting your resources together and start doing that. Like manifesting it, like start living it. Like basically, like if you want to lose weight, start like, what is your workout plan? What is your diet plan? And then start actually doing it. Like plan it and live it. And then you have Two of Wands. You need to make a decision, Gemini. There's a path. Like I feel like you lazily, and don't take this the wrong way, I feel like there's a choice that you've been needing to make, but you're like, not today. I'm just going to go with the flow, or maybe tomorrow. Like there's something you keep putting off, or giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, or something. Like you just keep delaying something. And Spirit's telling you, like, choose already. Make your decision. Pick a path. Make a direction. Yeah, the Chariot card. And do it. Make a path and do it. Choose a direction and go towards it. Move. Get up and go. Get up and go, Gemini. Spirit's telling you, get up and go. Then you have the Queen of Wands, and do it confidently. Do it proudly. Do it knowing that your intuition is going to guide you. Do it confidently. Okay? So let's see what else. So those I just felt like was just like, and Four of Pentacles. There's something that you need to not hold on to, or sorry, there's something you need to hold on to. I felt like there's something you're like contemplating. Do I let this go? And for those of you that resonates with, you need to continue to hold on to it. Continue to be patient. Continue to wait it through. Wait it out. Only take that as that resonates. This is a big old pile, but I feel like if they come out for a reason. So I'm going to read it. You have the Page of Cups. For some of you, you need to offer an opportunity to somebody. You need to like reach out to somebody. You need to apologize to somebody. For some of you, the Lovers. You need to be open to love. You need to be open to a relationship. You need to be open to a connection. You need to be open towards yourself. You need to choose yourself, Gemini. Just because you're in a connection doesn't mean that you go away. You're still you. You're you in a connection, but you're still you. If that connection goes away, or when you go to sleep, or when you wake up, or 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every day till the moment you die. You are you. So don't change you. Don't sacrifice you. You've been learning you. And I felt like you need to maintain that as you move forward, as you have new connections, as other people come back or other people leave. Don't change you. Get to know you more, become more of you, but don't sacrifice you and don't dismiss you. You have the 5 of Cups. So, Gemini, somebody has not made you happy, and Spirit wants you to acknowledge that. Don't keep giving somebody the benefit of the doubt. Don't keep on giving the benefit of the doubt. You keep giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, Spirit tells you to stop. Don't do that no more. That person does not deserve the benefit of the doubt. How many times do they have to show you? They are not sorry. They are not trustworthy. They do not regret what they did. They do not regret hurting you. You keep giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, and they're not worth it. Don't do it. You need to feel your hurt and feel your disappointment so that you quit giving them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, and again, you have the 4 of Pentacles came out. So take this as this resonates, because some of you, there's something that you've been giving them the benefit of the doubt, and you need to stop. You need to move on. You need to release. But something else that you need to hold on to. So take that as that resonates. And then you have the Queen of Wands. So I felt like this was like a chunk, right? So the Queen of Wands, do it in confidence, stand in your confidence, be proud of yourself. Spirit wants you to be proud of yourself, Gemini. And then Chariot, you have forward movement. So do this, have that internal balance and do it. And then you need to have some sort of action in something. We're just recycling these messages again. Oh, but hold up. Got a couple new ones. The 2 of Wands, picking a path, making a choice, and following it through, right? Pick a direction and go. The Queen of Pentacles. So this message is really important. You see yourself being a certain type of way. And if you don't, you need to like look at yourself and who are you, Gemini? What does your life look like? What do you look like? What do your clothes look like? What does your hair look like? What do you look like? What do you smell like? What do you sound like? What do you like? What are you? Who are you? And do you like it? What do you need to change anything? There's a need for you to be confident in yourself and be proud of yourself, right? And be who you want to be. There's a Devil card, and with this being Spirit's advice, I feel like there's something that you need to be more like a little selfish, a little bit more stubborn, a little like there's people that you like, the person you keep giving them the benefit of the doubt. No. And I said no, and I don't got to be nice about it, and I don't have to explain nothing to you. I said no. Leave me the F alone. Whatever this is for you. There's a need for you to stop being so nice. Allow, like, there's times where you have to fight fire with fire. And this is weird for Spirit's advice, because I feel like we're supposed to turn the other cheek, right? But we're not somebody's punching back at the same time. There's a need for you to like realize where there's toxic energies, clear and transmute those energies. But at the same time, be willing to like stand up for yourself. Be willing to be the ugly person in the room if that's going to help get you free and clear of an ugly person in the room. Like sometimes it's okay to fight fire with fire. Sometimes it's okay. Like if Spirit motivates you to do so, do so. Do what motivates you, or do what Spirit motivates you to do. Then you have the Ace of Swords. So Spirit wants you to have clarity, be truthful, be honest with yourself and with other people in your environment. There's something, Gemini, that you need to realize. I feel like there's still like thoughts for you to process. There's more downloads. You're going to be receiving downloads, Gemini. Spirit wants you to be open to receiving this communication, whatever this is. Be open to receiving communication. Okay, and then the Hermit. For some of you, there's a need for you to have like time alone for you to go through a lesson. Have like spiritual time with Spirit, to like strengthen that connection with Spirit and like learn something from this difficult, this long journey that you've been on. And then the Four of Swords. So, like, yes, Gemini, you've healed. We've read that a lot. But Spirit's advising you that there's still something you haven't healed. There's something that maybe you're not allowing yourself to see, which is why you're not allowed to heal it yet, because you haven't acknowledged that it needs to be healed, because you haven't acknowledged that it's there. And then you have the King of Pentacles. Now you have the King of Pentacles. So you have the Queen of Pentacles. Now you have the King. So I felt like Spirit's asking you to take action on what you've been planning and strategizing for. The Hangman. See things from a different perspective. Be willing to do things differently. Try things differently. Like, don't keep on living the same life. Stand in your power. Like, you need to move forward towards the life that you see being happy and stable for you. It doesn't matter if other people agree with it. It's not their life. You need to do what's right for you. All right, Gemini messages, or sorry, Spirit's final advice for Gemini. Spirit's final advice. All right, I'll take these, but then we're going to look at some more. You have the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So there's some sort of action that you need to take out of, like, your stability requires you to be confident. Your actions in your stability, in your home environment, your decision making right now requires you to be confident. So Spirit's advising you to be confident and make choices and act on those choices in your in regards to your home environment and your stability. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. So stop evaluating what hurts, what's been disappointing, what's left you left out. Like, the people who haven't done what they were supposed to do, they didn't fulfill their end of the deal. Don't give them the benefit of the doubt. Don't evaluate it no more. There's nothing else you can do, Gemini. There's nothing else you can do. Let that person go. Let them go. They're not meant for you. Gemini. All right. Spirit's got all kinds of advice for you. You got another little stack. All right. This will be our final advice, and then I'm going to let you guys go. We got repeating energy a little bit. Shit. Okay. Woo. We have the Page of Wands. Find your passion and act on it. What are you passionate about? Move forward towards it. Again, so there's some sort of healing, Gemini. There's something that still needs to be healed and released, acknowledged. The Hermit. So there's some sort of, like, you're going to be alone for some of you. If you're single right now, you're going to be single for a little bit longer. And there's a need for you not to see that as you being punished. It's more for you to see that you're being protected and secluded while you're finishing your development. It's for you to be, like, put in a safe space while you finish growing and developing. Like, when babies are born, and if they're preemies, they go into the little incubators, right? They're in a secure area that's nice and warm and cozy for them, where Spirit's just helping them finish the development, right? I feel like some of you are going to be going into that energy. Spirit also wants you to let somebody go. Like, kick somebody to the curb. For those of you that resonates with, you're already going to know. Other things you need to see from a different perspective. You need to be able to, but I feel like, Gemini, you do this already though. Okay. For some of you, it's this energy of looking at things from somebody else's perspective, but I feel like you already do that a lot. I feel like majority of you, this different perspective is in regards to how you think things are possible or not. Like, there's something, for some of you, I feel like you've wanted something, but you didn't think it was possible. So you've, like, released it and moved on. There's, like, a way that you want to, like, do things, and you, like, something you wanted, you didn't think was possible. So you've released it and moved on. Spirit's asking you to look at it differently. Why do you think you can't have it? Why do you think it's not intended for you? Why do you think, why? And look at it differently. Why? Okay. The Three of Swords. Okay. Spirit's advising you. This is funny. For some of you, if you're called to move away from somebody, if you're called, do what you're called to do. Follow your intuition, even if that causes somebody to be hurt and disappointed for a period of time. For others of you, you need to acknowledge a hurt that you keep on acting like doesn't exist. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles. For some of you, I feel like there's like things that Spirit has encouraged you to do. It might be make a book or something. You need to go on and do that already. There's something that there's like offers and opportunities that has been extended to you and only to you. These offers have came from the divine, from Spirit, these gifts. And I felt like you haven't really dived into like you haven't fully taken advantage of the opportunities in your environment like they were intended for you. Like Spirit wanted you to like feel happy and abundant and feel like everything was like really good and fair and good. And I felt like there's some sort of energy within you that in regards to relationships, finances, resources, in some way, shape, or form, there's something within you, take it as it resonates, that expects some sort of disappointment or lack. And Spirit wants you to see things from a different perspective, to know that things are like good things are intended for you. Like Spirit has good things intended for you that wants to come in, that are stable, that are long-term, that are reliable, that are abundant. But you have to be open to receiving them. The Seven of Wands. So Gemini, you need to know what to be defensive about and what not to be defensive about. For some of you, I felt like there's old patterns that you're used to. Like it's this energy of like, if all you've had is toxic relationships, even though they're uncomfortable, there's a comfort in those because they're what you've known. And so you need to be defensive against that energy. You need to, there's something, someone, person, place, or thing, there's something in your environment that you need to be defensive about. You need not to let this energy through, person, place, or thing, whatever this is for you. You need to be defensive about allowing people to constantly put you in those same cycles of third parties or like disrespect. Somebody's not honoring the connection in some way, anyway. Like be defensive about people not doing their part. Be defensive about people not following their obligations. There's something you need to be defensive about. And I felt like you kept giving them the benefit of the doubt. Spirit wants you to be defensive. And then final advice is the World card. So there's some sort of change coming in for you, and Spirit wants you to be open to this with open arms. Expect the best. Expect great things in your future. Expect forward movement to be positive and be abundant. Have clarity, have joy, have new cycles. For some of you, there's new jobs. There's new, like you might be moving. There's like new things in your environment that's going to make you very happy. It feels like it's a new you, like very excited, very cheerful, very happy. There's good things coming in, Gemini. Bottom of the deck, you have the 10 of Wands. So when are you going to get tired of dealing with all the BS? So put it down already, Gemini. Put it down. All right. That's been your reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light. And please be kind to yourself and to others as much as possible. Bye.